In the early 19th century, the American landscape was changing rapidly. The promise of land and prosperity beckoned many, but for others, it spelled tragedy and loss. This is the story of a dark chapter in American history, an epoch marked by the Indian Removal Act of 1830 and the heart-wrenching Trail of Tears. It all began with President Andrew Jackson, a man whose legacy is as controversial as it is significant. Elected in 1828, Jackson championed the notion that the United States had a divine right to expand westward. But this vision came at an enormous cost. Jackson's vision led to the Indian Removal Act of 1830, a piece of legislation that would forever alter the lives of countless Native American tribes. This act authorized the federal government to negotiate treaties that would force Native Americans from their ancestral lands, primarily in the southeastern United States, to territories west of the Mississippi River. The act was sold to the American public as a benevolent effort to provide Native Americans with land in the West where they could live freely and unbothered. But the reality was far more brutal. Tribes such as the Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, and Seminole were coerced into giving up their rich, fertile lands for the promise of a desolate territory. The Treaty of Dancing Rabbit Creek in 1830 was one of the first and most devastating. It marked the beginning of the forced exodus of the Choctaw Nation, who were the first to face the harsh reality of the act. The promises made by the government were quickly forgotten as thousands of Choctaw people faced death, disease, and starvation on their journey to the Indian Territory. But perhaps the most infamous consequence of the Indian Removal Act was the Trail of Tears. The Cherokee Nation, who had adopted many aspects of Western culture and fought hard to remain on their lands, were forcibly removed in 1838. Over 16,000 Cherokee were marched at gunpoint, enduring harsh conditions, disease, and exposure. The journey claimed the lives of an estimated 4,000 Cherokee. The Trail of Tears was not just a physical journey, but an emotional and spiritual one, as families were torn apart and entire cultures were uprooted. The harrowing chapter in American history is a testament to the resilience and suffering of the Native American peoples. Today, the legacy of the Indian Removal Act is remembered as a somber reminder of the injustice faced by Native American communities. Yet, amidst the tragedy, the strength and spirit of these tribes endure. Their stories are a powerful testament to their enduring culture and their ongoing fight for justice. As we reflect on this dark period, let us remember the lessons learned and honor the memory of those who endured the Trail of Tears. Their legacy continues to inspire and remind us of the importance of empathy and respect for all cultures. Join us next time as we uncover more stories from history that shape the world we live in today. Until then, stay curious and stay informed.